If you want it, go and get it. Stop waiting on niggas to get it for you. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Gotta get it. If the money's right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. You see the plug right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. You see your dream right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. My whole team right here, you know we.
What led you now? What led you to want to become a battle rapper? Was it what was going on in the streets, or was it that battle rap was famous in the streets like that and you wanted part of it? Or was you just a young kid that always liked to rap and then you said, oh, I'm gonna go into the battle rap?
Well, it was marketing. It was marketing because if you watch these episodes, you see the Clark Kent episode, and like I used to be sitting in the background in Clark's studio, like the guard dog. You know what I'm saying? Clark would be like, somebody would come through, play their demo, rap for him or whatever, and Clark would be like, you're missing something. Yo, Math, can you spit for this? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'll rap, and he'd be like, yeah, you gotta sound more like that. You know what I mean? Like Clark, shout out to Clark. Clark is from Crown Heights too. He's from the other side of my block, actually. Bimmy Anthony wanted to give me a deal when I was real young, but I was a little hard-headed.
About how old?
A little knuckle-headed.
How old you think?
I was 19. 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to move around. I used to go to all the video shoots. You know what I mean? Chop it up with niggas. They start ciphers. I start cooking niggas. And that's how I used to get into these studios. Like, they'd just be like, yo, who's this nigga? Who's the... Yo, back in the days, that's all I needed to do was rap for somebody. And I know I'll be in the studio with him later on that night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, shout out to Benzino. First time I met Zeno.
Shout out
put my arm around him. Rap to him. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, come through. He wanted me to do an Eminem diss later on. And that didn't really work out. But yeah, facts.
Wow.
Facts.
Wow. So when, real quick, being that you said that, when an artist, when you interact with an artist, right, and they got a little rap beef with somebody and they want you to get on a song dissing them, how do you, if you don't have beef with that person, I think I know your answer, but I just want to know what a lot of artists think about it. Like, how do they go about denying that? Or some might say, yeah,
I can tell you what my process was. When Zeno first called me to do that, he was like, yo, Math, you a lyrical monster. I got to say shout out to Wise. Shout out to Wise P. Wise P was the first person to bring me to a professional studio. He was signed to Jay-Z's Carter Factory.
Light skin Wise?
Nah. Brown skin Wise. He did some time for a while. He came home not too long ago. He was on the show too. Shout out to Wise P. Shout out to Dark Half, the Rangers. Right? So when Zeno called me, in my mind, I was like, damn, I could skip over the shiny suits and all that shit that was going on at that time. You know what I mean? My name would be out there. So I cooked up like 50 bars. Shout out to Hangman. The Hangman did the beat for me. And I started to lay down half of it one night, and I came back to lay it down the next night, and Zeno kind of he started playing his response, which I didn't expect, because originally the conversation was like, I want you to come handle this, and I'm gonna just keep making records.
Okay.
So when he played the Die Another Day joint, the Debbie joint, and rest in peace, K Slay. K Slay was right in the studio with us. I was like, okay. And then he played another joint and another joint from like different people. He had some niggas dissing him in Spanish. I was like, yo, Zeno, what you doing? He was like, yo, I'm gonna drop a whole mixtape with the next edition of The Source, and it's gonna have all these diss records and Eminem on it. And I looked at my manager, and I just felt like, yeah, this wasn't the road. This wasn't the road. So I was like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna fall back from this. And we had a little conversation about it. It was no hard feelings. He cracked a little joke about it, like, yeah, 50 is from New York. Maybe you should. I was like, man, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But
what year was that when you?
That was when they whole shit started.
Okay.
I forget. That was either 90.
I'm about to say 90, somewhere in the 90s.
Nah, I think it was 2001 or 2.
Okay.
Early 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s.
Okay.
But I was moving around. That's why, like, people be surprised, like the guests that I get on the show, but they don't know, like, yo, I was moving moving around with mad people. You know what I mean? I was down with Foxy Brown at one point. Like, it's a lot. But I decided I didn't want to just be. For one, I respected M lyrically,
right,
and probably more than Zeno at that point. Not even probably, definitely more than Zeno at that point. And I just felt like, all right, dissing this nigga to try to get on, that ain't me. I don't feel like I need to do that.
Right.
So I fell back from it. You know what I mean? But for artists, I'm gonna say this. One thing he did say to me, he was like, yo, how you expect niggas to treat you like family if you don't act like family? But you got to be careful what kind of family you getting into. I saw that being a bad idea. And as you see how it played out, it was a bad idea. You know what I mean? But I still respect Zeno for giving me that opportunity. What I had kind of an issue with is I was supposed to be in the Unsigned Hype. I was supposed to be on the Rock the Party remix with Kim, and all that was taken away from that one decision.
Right.
But I could live with that. You know what I'm saying?
No
I
doubt.
could live with that.
Of course we can.
You didn't burn any bridges.